Good evening, guys, and welcome back to the third or fourth round?
Fourth round.
Fourth round of the Summer Major Rankings, the first one. Today we will see a match between Matrix and NAZOVI. I will be a commentator today, as well as Casper, and our broadcaster will be Ghost. Let's start with introducing NAZOVI. They're on the red side, and they are playing with Sotnikovanya, Sam Grunt, Esse, Volk, and Sad Smile. Can you introduce the other team?
Yes, in Team Matrix we have a Library, Happened, Problema, Orchestra, and ILV. Two really good teams. Both teams made it into the fourth round without losing any match, so whoever's gonna win this match will win the Impulse Paint.
Oh yeah, of course, it's the fourth round, so important match for those teams.
At the same time, Deviants versus Diamonds is playing also an interesting match, but we will be covering this match. Both teams are gonna play on Red Alert. The second map will be Aran. And it's currently NAZOVI on the red base, Matrix on the blue base. I think the red base is a bit better, but both teams will be playing on each base, so it's fair.
Yeah, exactly. Second map will be Iran, so that's totally equal, I think. Although one base is a bit better.
Yeah, the map isn't symmetrical, but I don't think there's that much difference between the bases there.
No, indeed, a bit of a different tactics maybe, but map is pretty equal. To be honest, who cashed the first overdrive? I totally missed that.
I don't remember as well, to be honest. But anyway, both teams didn't pull a flag yet. I see Sam Grant here using an OD, maybe trying to start an attack. Another OD box is also dropping, and Esse and Sotnikovanya are controlling this side. Even though the OD is closer to the blue base, they have some struggle taking it. If they can take out Esse, they can take it. Maybe Library want to use and take this OD, but he got no one to use it on, so he just takes it, and nothing happens out of this.
Volk using OD to defense from Orchestra there. See IOV and Library now pulling in. And Library, of course, still has his overdrive.
Yeah, maybe if Problema and ILV can get into the base, it's worth using his arrows OD. They do so. I think this is a really good chance to use, and he decides to do so. And Problema will be pulling this flag with the support of his Paladin OD. And I think this will be the first capture, because NAZOVI is not gonna make this return happen. So 1-0 now for Matrix. A really nice start by them, considering they're also playing on the blue base.
Yeah, indeed. We see even Library a bit hanging out in their base, but gets knocked out right now. Sotnikovanya tries to get that mid control, Setsmile as well, both with the OD ready. Maybe they can try to make an attack here.
Yeah, maybe. Also, something worth mentioning is that Sam Grant is using Shaft Crusader while Matrix is using Rail Crusader. So that's the only difference in the lineups they have. ILV trying to pull this flag, but there's a player there waiting for him, so he doesn't jump yet and doesn't really go far with that flag. I don't know if it was the right choice to wait, but at the same time, I think in both cases he wouldn't have made that. At the same time, the OD is falling again. Sotnikovanya can probably use and take here, but Library doesn't see the OD, so he's not going to be taking that. Sotnikovanya, the OD doesn't reach Happened, but it's starting an attack. Happened used the OD on Esse, because it was getting a bit heated there. He didn't want him to capture that flag, and Sam Grant, also on low HP, gets taken out. So that Ares OD started a nice attack, but they didn't pull a flag. But he took it again, so in my opinion, that was a good OD. Problema pulling another flag, Sad Smile behind him, takes him out.
Yeah, those one player attacks most likely do not work out, of course. We see Library and Orchestra and Happened on the right side of the base. I feel like Matrix has a bit more map control so far.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think most of the times they are controlling that center, and at the same time, they're also pushing up into the base. But The OD control is kind of similar. I think both teams during the round have taken an OD box. So in that case, both teams are doing really good. But as of now, it's NAZOVI pushing up now. They have a lot of ODs. They basically have every OD. I think all 5 players have it. SA uses it on the forest side, takes out 2 players so far. Maybe he can kill Library as well. He does so. So 3 kills and Semgrant on low HP. So some players from NAZOVI need to push up now in order to make this attack work. But ILV with a really nice Viking OD, use and take the OD. 2 kills as well. So this attack from NAZOVI doesn't work. Really unfortunate for them, because they're also halfway through the rounds, and they're still down in flags.
Yeah, it even looks like Matrix is counterattacking IOV using his overdrive, knocking out 3 players in the base of NAZOVI. The flag is dropped down between the base and the building, and it looks like Volk uses his overdrive and will return that flag. So both teams with an unsuccessful attack, but a lot of overdrive has been used.
Yeah, for sure. Also, when Matrix was pulling, it was Sam Grant who took out the flag, which stopped the attack, and after that OD from Volk, it was basically over for them. But apart from that, they're still doing good. I think that was a good attack. They let NAZOVI use some ODs for defense, which allows them to buy some time to defend. At the same time, they're pushing up again. Orchestra in the base of NAZOVI is doing a lot of damage there, but he's not gonna pull that flag. They have to wait for some support. Problema and ILV probably gonna pull this flag. Problema without DA, but he gets the support from ILV and Library. Is pulling from the same to the same side where they came from, but they gotta watch out for Sotnikovanya and Setsmal. I think he gets taken out, so they're not gonna pull. I mean, they did pull, but they're not gonna capture. And at the same time, they lost that map control, so Sotnikovanya can take this OD, and Setsmal unleashes his OD, but the OD from Sotnikovanya didn't go since he got killed right before he was able to use it. So that was kind of a wasted OD, even though he just took it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And Problema now pushing in. Once again, ILV with the support. Problema uses his overdrive pretty early, maybe. No one still to backing up, so it looks a bit spilled.
He stays alive for now, and he allows his teammate to push up a little bit, and he even pulls this flag.
Ooh, that's looking clean.
Yeah, it didn't look that promising at the start, but this really looks like it can be a capture, but they have to kill Sadsmal here, because if they don't, they will return. But Library is still pulling with his Ares. He gets followed by ILV, but at the same time, NAZOVI are gonna pull this flag. But I think Problema can stop the attack here from NAZOVI, and ILV is still alive with that flag. And this looks like it's gonna be the second capture. With only 2 minutes left as well.
Yeah, it starts to look like that they have the map on the round is on their back. In their back, sorry. And that on the blue base, so that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, time is definitely running out here for NAZOVI. 2 flags in less than 2 minutes is really hard on red alerts, but not impossible. OD box dropping. I think Library is not gonna take it since he's on low HP, but there's definitely some other player from the blue base who's gonna take it. ILV getting ready to take it here. No one is shooting him, so this will be an easy take, and he probably want to save it for defense because they're still up by 2 flags.
Yeah, that's probably the smarter choice now. He's also one of the only players of Matrix with an OD. I think only the Crusader has an overdrive, but he has to respawn to... Yeah, he has. So probably smart to use it for defense for now.
Yeah, he's saving it for now since there are not any attack starts that look very dangerous. Volk pushing alone, all the other players from the NAZOVI on respawn. So I think with the amount of time that's left now, he might even go for an attack. But that's up to him. He gets killed now by a Hunter OD. But Problema is still gonna try to get his flag out of the base, but doesn't manage to do so.
Yeah, although this attack is not successful, the are making sure the players of NAZOVI are staying in the base. Now Volk tries to pull, but he's only on his own. And Matrix, has won this round.
Yeah, a really nice round played by Matrix. I don't think NAZOVI is doing bad though. All the attacks from Matrix didn't really allow NAZOVI to try to get some attacks themselves. But I think because they're playing on the good base now, I mean, it's considered the good base by most esports players. I think that will only make it harder for them in the next round.
Yeah, I agree. Matrix really continuing that pressure over the whole round, and it's interesting to see that it works out so well for them.
Hmm.
Yeah, as you
Yeah.
said, NAZOVI didn't play bad, but I feel like I've not seen a big attack from them, to be honest, in the
What
whole
do you
round.
think of Shaft in Red Alert, and do you think he's gonna use it in the next round?
I feel like Shot is playable on the red base, but not on the blue base. I feel like on the blue base you do not really have a good spot to get your shot, to scope your shot. And Railgun is a smarter choice there. You have to be a bit quick. You have to hide again after a shot. Although I think that Railgun is better on this map. I don't know if you agree with that.
I do agree with that. I think Shaft in the past has been played on only the red base by the good teams. But I think Sam Grant is going to use it in this side of the map as well. But I think Railgun is working better because it allows you to attack as well. I see Sam Grant pushing up a bit, but at the same time, his Shaft doesn't really allow him to be as dangerous in the attacks as a Railgun would. Also,
And
Volk took the OD. Sorry for interrupting. You can
oh,
go
I
on.
wanted to say exactly the same.
Uh,
Yeah, for catching the OD there. Are there any more changes? I don't think so. Both
uh,
teams
looks like
playing
they're
with
gonna
the
be
same.
playing with the same combination. So I mean, they trained for a long time with these combinations. So you're not gonna switch it in the middle of a match, especially one that's this important.
Yeah, true. But a switch from Shaft to Railgun was a bit expected. Although, um, how he got happened also playing with Railgun on the red base.
Hmm. Yeah, I think Sam Grant has played a lot with Shaft, and I think for that reason they decided to let him play on that turret. But at the
It's a
same time, I think Red Alert is not the map where you can play Shaft.
no, I agree. But yeah, Sam Grant is a very good Shaft player, so maybe he will surprise us here.
Yeah, for sure. I think he has been playing good last round. I didn't pay that much attention, but I saw a moment where he took out the flag while Matrix was pulling, which allowed him to return. But apart from that, I think he's also playing pretty interestingly. He's not like sitting back. He's like actively playing for attacks, etc. Like even right now, he's just in the middle of the map. Doesn't really care about hiding. Just want to do as much damage as possible while also attacking.
Yeah, I agree. A very interesting playing style. As a catching that second overdrive box. So a lead in the ODs for NAZOVI. Sam Grant using there, knocking out a player. Maybe they can start an attack here. Setsmile still alive and Volk as well on the other side, but it looks like Matrix will defense this alright.
Yeah, it looked promising at the start, but after some time they all were on low HP, so they weren't gonna pull that flag. Yeah, right now Happened is in the base of NAZOVI, Setron and Essa in the base of Matrix, but both on low HP already. This is not gonna be a really promising attack, even with Sotnikovanya trying to help. But yeah, right now it's NAZOVI mainly attacking, pretty interesting. I think Matrix is just defending for now since they don't have as many overdrives as NAZOVI does.
No, as I like as you said, you see again Sam Grant on the offensive side here, supporting Volk. Is a
Mm.
pretty interesting playing style for Shaft. But now it looks like Matrix can start an attack here. Also no D-box dropping.
Yeah, this is a really good time for an attack. Ares can use and take an overdrive, but doesn't reach the flag. But Orchestra is still trying. He uses a Hunter OD for Folk, is on low HP and gets taken out. And with all the players spawning now, they're not gonna get this pull any further. Problema is on full HP and is gonna try to help ILV here, who's fighting SA and Folk. Folk stops them with his Hunter OD. Really good job by them, by him stopping that attack.
Right now we see SA trying to push there. Sotnik Ovania with a supportive overdrive if needed. But it wasn't really a good opportunity. I feel like the battle is starting a bit more calmly than the first round.
Yeah, and I think that's because Matrix decides to play more defensively, because they didn't manage to get any OD boxes at the start. We saw Library take the last one, which allowed them to get some counterplay with their ODs. Problema also using his Paladin OD is pulling this flag. Arrows OD by Library again. Also an Arrows OD by Sotnikovanya, but that doesn't take Happened Out, who's still pulling this flag. He goes to center, also Library is. Almost no players from NAZOVI shooting him now. He got all the way back to the base now. Sam Grant will probably kill him, which he does, but Problema can take over this flag and get the first capture of this round. He actually doesn't. What an OD by Sam Grant. But I think this still doesn't allow them to get this return unless he can kill ILV as well.
Wow.
What a play.
Okay, I take everything back what I said about Shaft not being a good choice here. That's a beautiful play indeed. A beautiful return. SA taking that OD box as well and keeping that a draw was insane.
Yeah, that's something you can do with Railgun. That's actually crazy. And they also took the next OD, so I think even though they almost captured there, I think still NAZOVI has a really good chance to win here. Zetsmel trying to pull, but is alone. Problema also trying to pull, is also by himself. So for now, the score is still tied after almost 5 minutes being played.
Yeah, indeed, you see NAZOVI now with more ODs ready. So maybe a good opportunity for them to start an attack. Although so far it's again Matrix that is putting the pressure with Library and Problema.
Yeah, but I don't think Problema is going really far here. I think once they get a good attack with a lot of players, that's when you usually see flags being pulled. At this level, when people or players try to capture a flag, they can't do it by themselves because the defense of those teams are just really good. They don't allow a single player to just pull a flag like it's nothing. But a really nice OD by Folk. I mean, not Folk, I mean Orchestra, and Happened tries to pull here, but the players from NAZOVI don't let that happen and take him out there. OD box dropping. Library was close to taking that maybe, but a lot of players from Matrix were shooting him. So Essa gonna use and take maybe? No, he doesn't. Sonic Avanya is probably gonna take.
Yeah, Sotnik Ovania probably uses it immediately after taking because SA and Setsmire are pulling in. Both
Yeah.
using the overdrive, this looks like a very good opportunity here.
Yeah, none of the players from Matrix can take SA out there because they were all put on respawn, and SA who got the help from Folk here. He can take over this flag, but there's a lot of players now from Matrix shooting Folk, so they're gonna get this return. Yet again, a pull that doesn't result in a capture, even though it looked like it was gonna be a capture in the first place.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of late game returns, late pool returns this game. 6 minutes has been passed and it's still a draw. Still a 0-0 even.
Yeah, I think NAZOVI definitely wants to win a round here because they're still down in the total score since they lost the first round. But I think how they're playing now, I think the score might result in no captures at all during this round. SA trying to pull, but yet again he's by himself, and at this level you just don't see that happen. Someone pulling a flag like that. Zetsmel also trying to do something, does a lot of damage to Library with his ricochet, but Library takes him out. Also wants to self-destruct to respawn on full health again.
Another OD dropping as well. IOV with a good position for it. SA as well. They're fighting at the moment. And it looks like Sotlikovanya will again catch that OD. They are really favoring that Ares overdrive, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the Ares ODs have been good. Like we've seen at the last pool, that Ares OD really helped them by getting that flag. But at the same time, I think a Viking OD is way better, but I don't think he was there ready to take it. So that's why they let Ares take the overdrive box. Problema also using his Paladin overdrive. If he can take out Sotnikovanya, this will be a promising attack, because he can just wait there and regain his health because of that Paladin overdrive. But he needs some help now with the attack, because everyone is trying to focus him. Really nice OD by Orchestra yet again. But they still need someone to pull this flag, and so far it doesn't look like they're gonna get that.
Yeah, Library happened now. That's a good opportunity. Library using here. Healing happened and not dealing any damage, but happened already back in the base.
Yeah, and even though like happened and Library mainly pulled his flag, I think that Paladin OD was the most important part of this attack. Because they were all trying to kill him at first, because he can just regain health after they shoot him. So they tried to kill him really fast, but that allowed space for Happened and Library to pull that flag with the Ares OD.
Yeah, agreed. He also put the Ares of NAZOVI on respawn. I feel like that was pretty smartly played indeed. Very smartly played. Even IOV also using catching that overdrive box. Volk trying to do a solo pull here, but that again doesn't work out. With 1 minute on the clock, yeah, it looks like again Matrix has it in the bag.
Yeah, I think the same. I wouldn't have said it right now if IOV didn't take that overdrive, but a Viking OD can be so strong in defense. But as of now, they're pulling another flag, and NAZOVI doesn't have an answer to this attack, so Happened will be pulling here. I think this counter attack by NAZOVI is a bit late. Sotnikovanya's OD is not gonna reach in time, so Happened is capturing. And it also doesn't reach Sad Smell, so they're not even gonna pull another flag after Matrix captured.
Yeah, very unfortunate. And again, although we didn't expect it because of the long time without any captures, but again, a 2-0 for Matrix.
Yeah, that one capture was needed to get the round a bit more interesting. Yeah, safe to say that Matrix has just been playing better this round. At the start, NAZOVI had some attacks, mainly because they took a lot of overdrive boxes, but after a while, it was mainly Matrix getting in the attacks, which allowed them to capture 2 flags in the end.
Yeah, agreed. And although it doesn't really make a lot of difference in this way of picking maps, Red Alert has been chosen by Matrix, and now we are getting to a map chosen by Iran.
Yeah,
So
the next map will be Iran.
maybe NAZOVI feels more comfortable on that map.
Yeah, we will see. It's hard to say for now, because we haven't seen the teams play on the map yet. But usually after teams, after rounds are, after a map is changed, you can see like a slight change in how the teams perform. Because some teams play better in different kind of maps. Like as we've seen, Matrix have been playing better in Red Alert since they captured 4 flags in both rounds combined. Well, NAZOVI didn't even capture a single flag. But maybe if NAZOVI is better in Iran, they can maybe make a comeback, because they have shown a good performance in previous matches.
Yeah, definitely going 3-0 so far. And now fighting for that impulse paint, if I'm right.
Yeah, you're right.
And I expect a tech pass, to be honest. It feels like a good moment to press that tech pass button and regroup for 5 minutes.
Yeah, maybe, but at the same time, I think it's also not smart to use it if it's not really needed. Like, sometimes teams use it after the opponents take a overdrive box, but if they use it to like discuss things, I think the time between the rounds already is enough for them to decide which tactics they're gonna use and who's gonna play which combination, etc.
Yeah, that is true. You can always make the time between the map change a bit longer, of course, to discuss if you still need to discuss something. Probably, indeed, as you said, using it while after OD drop is a smarter choice here.
Yeah.
So
But
far,
sorry, go on.
so far we see the both hunters choosing with to play with freeze.
Yeah, I don't think any team in this tournament has decided to use anything else other than freeze. It's like that one combination that you don't really have to think about, because to control that center, there are not many turrets that can control as good as freeze, because it's mainly it's a closed map. Like there are a lot of objects. Everything is really short ranged at if you want to play at center. So I think freeze is the best turret because it also allows you to disable the boosted armor from I mean the boosted damage from the opponents.
Yeah, that's a very good. How do you call it? Status effect isn't really a status effect, but it's very powerful indeed, and the damage per second is insane from freeze. Still, it is very, very overpowered, I think.
Yeah,
If you look at the other melee turrets, it's sticking above it easily.
yeah, you're right. I think it's just the freeze effect that allows to disable the boosted damage effect. But I expect NAZOVI to play Shaft Crusader since they played that in their last match, and I can't find the Crusader from Matrix, so I don't know what he is gonna use.
Yeah, he's playing with Striker,
Striker.
and NAZOVI not playing with Striker. To be honest, that's new. I don't know, to be honest, but is it new this season to skip Striker? Like last season, that was not really possible, I think.
I mean, I've seen a lot of teams use different styles of combinations, especially on Crusader, because before Striker Crusader was the way to go. Every team used it, but right now we also see a couple teams use Shaft or even Smokey. But I think still Smokey is the best on Viking. But in Iran you can maybe also use Hammer if you prefer that. But most teams use Smokey.
Yeah, the sides of the map are still definitely favoring Smokey, I think. But
Yeah,
it's cool to see more combinations being played.
yeah, for sure. I like when teams use different combinations because it makes the match a lot more interesting, and you can see what works better. We saw Folk take the overdrive box at the start, so that will give a slight advantage to the team on the blue side. But now it's mainly Matrix pushing up. Problem already there on the side, but Folk using his OD right off the bat. Took it at the start and decides to use it right away. Only for one player, that's an interesting choice, but at the same time, it didn't do any bad.
Yeah, now Zoe starting pretty aggressive. Expected, to be honest, because they need to win this round. SA now trying to pull, but gets knocked out by Problema. But yeah, for the viewers at home, NAZOVI has to win this round. Matrix will win the impulse paint if they draw this round or win this round.
Yeah, just like you said, it will be a hard task for NAZOVI to make this comeback happen. Because I think Iran, it's not a map where you easily tie rounds, but if the teams are really equal, like we've seen in Red Alert, even I think Matrix is just slightly better, but in this map the teams might be equal, and then you can see a tie happen. Because as of right now, teams didn't really have any attacks going on. And OD box dropping also now. It looks like Matrix has a good chance of taking it here. ILV waiting there under the box that's falling right now. Takes it. And yeah, that gives a good opportunity for a next attack. He also decides to self-destruct, so he will be on full HP again.
Yeah, we see Folk once again pushing in. Folk playing pretty aggressively so far.
Yeah, he likes to make as much kills as fast as he can, but I think freeze is also good for defense. When you sit with freeze on the flag, it's really hard to pull a flag. But at the same time, freeze can also be used for attack. It's really dependent on how the situation is. Like as of here, Folk can easily defend because he has freeze. If a freeze fights against a freeze, it will most definitely not be a pull.
They will just block each other. Indeed, it's
Yeah, because the one that survives will be on really low HP, so it's not gonna result into anything.
we see Samgren and Sotnikovanya now pushing in, both with the OD ready. Sotnikovanya can maybe use supportive OD here, but maybe he waits for Setsmile to push in. Although Problema using.
Yeah, but they still need to keep an eye on that flag of them, because Samgrant will be pulling here. That freeze won't be enough, because Sotnikovanya used his Ares Overdrive. Samgrant uses his OD on ILV, who I think used his Overdrive, but
Yeah,
ILV still took out two players with that OD. So at the same time, I think Library can get this capture return. Took a bit long there, but they got the return anyway. And ILV can take this OD again. So I think it's still Matrix who came out the best there.
Yeah, definitely. Only one OD used and two ODs used and one cash back. With a pretty strong push right now. Although Volk in the defense, blocking Problema there and knocking him out. And Orchestra will be the next.
Yeah, they go in one by one, and that didn't work out for them. But they bought their players some time to push up. At the same time, Sad Smile on low HP and SA on full HP still, with his OD as well. If he can take out Problema fast, he can pull maybe, but I don't even think he can survive this. And he doesn't. And yeah, at the last pull, I think Sam Grant used his OD and Sotnikovanya, and on Matrix, ILV and I forgot who else used his OD, but because ILV took it back, it's definitely the best case scenario for them there, because they also returned at the same time. And yeah, with a little under 6 minutes left, I think Matrix is finding themselves in a really nice spot here. Only need to defend the attacks by NAZOVI, but I think they will be able to do so. I think like NAZOVI is using Shaft yet again, and even though that can work by controlling that open side of the map, the defending side for the blue team, at the same time I think it's better to use something where you can pull with, especially when you're losing. But it's not the combinations they trained with, so at the same time it's smart to use the combinations they're using now.
Yeah, but yeah, with Shaft, you do not have anything to do in the mid. You only have to play with the sides, at the sides. Volk catching another OD box. And again, a push by Matrix coming up here. Happened, Problema, ILV all in the attack.
Yeah, Focus doing a good job getting those OD boxes. Happen trying to pull, but Sam Grant says no. He uses his OD to take him out, doesn't take any risks. So yeah, the score is still tied. Setsmel's standing there on the top of the building, trying to do some damage before going in. He also waits for some teammates, probably. Had to use his repair, but no one else shoots him, and the library, who was self-destructing, allows Setsmel to almost go to middle if ILV didn't stop him. Was a bit risky, but worked out in the end.
Yeah, to be honest, both teams playing a bit defensively, a bit passively. And for Matrix, that was expected, of course, because they only need a draw. But NAZOVI needs to win. And now Samgren trying to pull a flag here. Sotnikovanya without any support there. He didn't have an overdrive ready, so that's an easy return. But I expect a bit more aggressive playing by NAZOVI.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, they also have to focus on defense, and they don't want to risk everything just at the start of the round. But I think as more as the round progresses, as more as the time runs out, I think they will be going in a lot faster, like they're doing now with this Ares and Viking OD. Essa even uses it again to take out the defender there. Also takes out Problema and has a repair waiting in the tunnel, but Happens is pulling at the same time, but gets taken out by Sotnikovanya. So if they can get this return, they will be up in score, because Essa has a really nice chance of capturing here, which he does. So 1-0 now for NAZOVI. Really nice job by... I think every player, they had to defend and attack at the same time.
It was a beautiful capture indeed, and I think I definitely talked a bit too soon there by saying they're playing passively. But 1-0 now in the lead for NAZOVI, and right now they are queuing up for round 4.
Yeah, but still 3 minutes to go. I won't be surprised if there will be more captures. But yeah, now it's Matrix who needs to do something in order to win this round. Or even tie, that they will be happy with a tie, because that means they will win the whole match. But one flag down with still 2.5 minutes, I think they still have a pretty decent chance. You can also see it's mainly the red team now that's pushing up. Problema with a really risky OD. I don't think he's gonna survive that, especially with Volk there shooting him.
Yeah, Orchestra at low HP as well. Again, attack has been countered. Right now, Happens and Library queuing up. Library still alive. Another OD box falling in the mid. It looks like Volk can use and take here maybe. Or Volk can use and save it for SA. That looks like the plan. Although Problema thinks otherwise and catches that OD.
Yeah, Problema was really sneaky there. None of the players from NAZOVI noticed him in time. But at the same time, Volk's still pulling, drops it off to Sad Smile, who takes a little bit of time to take it over. But two players from Matrix spawning on him. Can he survive this? He's out of range now of the freeze. But Orchestra still kills him, but doesn't get the return. Problema pulling at the same time with his Paladin overdrive. So Nikovanya taking over the flag. It looks like this is going to be a standoff.
Indeed, Happen taking over the flag for Matrix, and also keeping on the pressure, not going into the base, but keep sniping on the NAZOVI side. They really want to just draw, and they have nothing to lose in this last minute, of course. Library immediately rushing in. Happen still has his overdrive, so he can use play a bit more aggressive and use for defense is needed.
Yeah, but Matrix is definitely not gonna want that standoff, since it usually takes a long time before a flag gets returned. But Problema has a really nice chance of returning here, but I think Esse will stop him to do so. So Nikovanya takes him out in the end, drops it off to Sad Smile, who's gonna need to hold this flag for the last 30 seconds which are left in this round. OD-box falling as well. It looks like Matrix, I think IOV will take it. Problema is saving it for him, so he can use it to try to kill the flag, which allows them to return, but there's almost no time left.
Oh, Volk with that freeze really hindering IOV. Their Problema with the chance, but not Sotnikovanya with a supportive overdrive. And
yeah,
what an insane round.
It was pretty close at the end, but there was basically not enough time left for that Viking OD to really work, especially with Volk on him and with the OD from Sotnikovanya. So they will have to play the 4th round to secure that win. And for NAZOVI, they need to win this next round as well. Yet again, they can't tie the rounds, because otherwise they still lose. But yeah, it's looking good for NAZOVI. It looked a lot better than during the last rounds that have been playing on Red Alert. There, it looked like Matrix was a lot better, but now that we swapped maps, now they're playing Iran, it looks a lot better for them. They have been able to pull and capture flags. So yeah, I think we might be in for a comeback.
Yeah, maybe it's going to be a long evening here. But yeah, agreed. They are playing. It looks like they are way more comfortable on this map, comfortable in making attacks. Maybe because they have to do now, because they have to win rounds. But last round looked very promising, and is definitely not being played for Matrix. They still have to fight for it.
Yeah, maybe it's because of the shaft, because I think in Red Alert, even though he had that nice play where he killed the flag like 3 times, 3 times in a row. I think here Shaft allows you to really control that side of the map, the sides you're defending on. On this side, he will be on the attacking side, so I'm wondering if that will work as good as it did in the last rounds. It will definitely be hard to get out flags there without really someone who's able to push up a little more. But I think if you really control that map, someone else can pull flags, like we've seen from like a Hunter or a Paladin.
IOV managed to catch that first overdrive.
Yeah, that was a nice take by him. I think that will give them a good advantage going into this round. Usually you see them using it right away because none of the other players have ODs, but at the same time everyone will be focusing you, so it's really hard. So both teams spawning right now, Orchestra taking control of that center. So a lot of players now pushing up from Matrix, Problema and IOV on the side where the flag is. Take out Sam Grant and Problema is gonna pull this flag. He's going to center. There's no one to take him out. Satsmal will be shooting him, but he still got the support from ILV, and this can be a really early capture, but they gotta do it fast because SA, Sam Grant, Satsmal, and Sotnikov are all going to get that return. The OD from Sam Grant doesn't really connect, and Problema, I mean Orchestra can capture this first flag after like 40 seconds. OD box also dropping now. IOV has a good chance to take it. He has been waiting there, but at the same time Sotnikov will block him, so it's actually Sotnikov who takes it now. He got on top of IOV, which allowed him to take that overdrive box.
Yeah, very aggressive start so far. But Matrix in the lead once again. Yeah, they want to win it now, of course. They do not want to make it a tiebreaker here. And they need a tie or a win to continue. SA trying to counter pull right now. Sam Grant with the support, but he's looking at the other side. And Happened will return this flag.
Yeah. Shaft is really good in situations where there's only one opponent, but if there are a lot of enemies, Shaft is really hard to play with, because when a lot of players shoot you, you can't really do anything. Like for example, you can easily kill the flag, because Shaft does a lot of damage, but when a lot of players shoot you, it's harder to scope, it's harder to focus at multiple people at that time. But Library using a RSOD doesn't heal happens, but it does some damage to the players there. Orchestra can take over this flag, because Sotnikov was frozen there by that freeze from Orchestra, and Orchestra will pull it through center. Gets taken out by Sam Grant, who was scoping. Oh, I didn't even see Sam Grant at first, but it was really nice by him. And they get the return, and they're pulling at the same time. Sam Grant will try to take over this flag. Gets shot by the striker from Happens, and we see a OD by Sotnikov, which is just too late.
Yeah, Sotnikov can take immediately another OD. They choose to let him catch and not SA. Probably SA has a good charge of the OD already recharged. Maybe he can counter pull now with Sam Grant again in the support. Sam Grant with an OD ready as well. Only player to look for is Problema and Volk spawning in. Or Orchestra, I mean, of course. Sam Grant using his OD on Orchestra, and this looks like a very good opportunity here.
Yeah, and
Ooh,
Crusader
Happens with a
OD by
miss.
Happens, but it didn't connect. SA dropping off the flag to Satsmal to make sure he doesn't get taken out and blocks the one that's trying to take over the flag. But yeah, nicely done by NAZOVI, getting the score back to a draw. But yet again, they still need another flag, because if they don't win this round, they will be out. But SA still has his Viking overdrive, didn't even use it on the last attack. I think because he didn't have it yet.
No, I think so indeed. As you said, yeah, they still have to capture one more flag if they want to continue here. Matrix need to draw this. Right now, Problema pushing in. Orchestra self-destructing there. He had no health left.
Yeah,
Crucial minutes coming up.
both teams have a couple of ODs on their hands, but I think for now it will be really hard to get an attack, because when a team uses ODs for an attack and it's really dangerous, the other team can also use their ODs for defense. But as of now, OD box falling, Orchestra and Folk both using at the same time, but Folk comes out victorious there and takes the next OD as well.
Sotnikov on the side with the OD ready, nobody to support right now. But you can always save it for later.
Yeah, he has been ready for a while with that Ares OD, but none of the other players from NAZOVI are able to attack there as well, so that means Sotnikov has to wait a little bit longer to use his overdrive box. To use his overdrive, I mean. Actually uses it here for defense, because Problema used his Paladin OD. SA pulling this flag, but Orchestra spawned there. I mean, I know he didn't spawn there, he was there already, my bad. And took out SA, who was trying to pull there.
Yeah, right now only Sesma and Sam Grant with the OD ready for NAZOVI. Orchestra now trying to pull here, is on his own at the moment and gets knocked out fairly quickly. Sam Grant using an OD there, knocking out Library. Maybe a big offense coming up now. Folk with an OD ready, Sam Grant and SA pulling in. Library to kill. And yeah, the dead tank is blocking the base a bit, but SA now trying to pull here.
Yeah, he is on low HP, and that allows Library to take him out. So as of now, there's not any other capture. OD box falling. A lot of players who will be able to take it maybe, but I think it's SA now. Really nice take by him, because I don't think he used it that long ago. So that will definitely help them. Crusader debuy happens. Has taken out Sotnikov, who was already on quite low HP, but this allows him to get this pull. Sam Grant scoping there in the tunnel and takes him out. He scopes at the wall first, so you don't see his laser sticking out. So, and as soon as he, as happens, went towards the middle, Sam Grant can easily shoot him. Happen didn't even see him.
Yeah, it's very smartly done. Right now, Sam Grant also scoping to Problema and ILV. They are waiting for Happen to kill Sam Grant, I think. Ooh, that's the spilled overdrive by ILV there.
Yeah,
That was
that's
a
a
bit
costly
greedy.
Viking OD. At the same time, they're doing a good job defending. They need to hold on to this draw for 3 more minutes. But SA and Satsmal both use this overdrive, but Orchestra also using. Doesn't use on any of the players that were using their overdrives, like SA or Satsmal. But at the same time, they can still hold on to that flag in their base, because they took out Satsmal and SA, who both used their overdrives, like we've just seen. And as of now, Sam Grant isn't gonna pull for sure because he's on low HP, but maybe Volkan or Sotnikovanya. But Problema pulling at the same time, OD box falling as well. They're definitely not paying attention to that because they really want to get this return. Library taking over this flag has a lot of HP with that Ares, but gets taken out. But the flag is still there, but yeah, Satsmal returns in the end.
Yeah, it was dropped down though, so that makes a counterattack impossible because Sesmail is not getting up pretty quickly with that hovering hull. 2 minutes to go and still a draw. That's all Matrix needs.
Yeah, that I think they're really try to defend hard now, but at the same time you can't just sit in your base because that gives the opponent an opportunity to try to capture a flag anyway. Because when you attack, the opponent has to focus on their defense as well. So you can't just sit back and try to hold on to that draw. They definitely need to do something like Orchestra is doing now. Pulls the flag to the outside of the map. He's not going to shoot anyone with that freeze, but it allows him to remain alive and pull this flag to the base. If he gets this capture, they got the win for sure, because 2 flags in 1 minute and 30 seconds is almost impossible. So yeah, Matrix gets the lead now. Looks really promising for them now. Volk using his OD on Library. He's gonna pull this flag, but is on low HP already.
Yeah, Habit will knock him out here. I think Orchestra as well with a good position. And there's an easy return. As you said, 1 minute to go. And 2 captures, now even in 1 minute. It looks like Matrix is getting victorious here. Although 1 minute is a bit too much to confirm it. We see
Yeah,
OD box dropping.
yeah. Either Sotnikov or ILV will take this OD, but with the amount of time left, it's pretty safe to say that it's over. Problema also activated his Paladin OD, but gets shot by a lot of players now. Sad Smell behind him, and Problema gets taken out in the end. But his Paladin OD ran out anyway.
Yeah, 25 seconds on the clock now. Library using here for defense. Orchestra pulling another flag. I didn't even notice that. But yeah, NAZOVI of course only focused on the attack in that last minute. But on the end, Matrix is going up victorious here. 3-1 is the end score. And that's, how was the paint called again? Sorry.
Impulse.
Impulse paint for Matrix. But what a game.
Yeah, at the end, NAZOVI put all their efforts into the attack, which allowed Matrix to capture another flag. But yeah, NAZOVI had nothing to lose there. And yeah, in the end, it's Matrix winning this match, winning Impulse, getting Spectrum B, if I'm right. And some other prizes. But yeah, congratulations to them, and also well played by NAZOVI. They did a good job playing how they played this match.
Yeah, definitely. A really
Definitely nothing
promising
to
team.
be ashamed of.
No, indeed. And still a chance for silver, so that's a very good result. Yeah, with that being said, do we want to quickly take a look at Diamond's match? Diamonds versus Deviants now in the 4th round, and Deviants is 1 flag in the lead. So if you want anything more to watch, you can check that match. And anything left to say?
No.
Okay. Then I want to see you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you guys back in round 4. We will probably stream that on Thursday and Friday. See you then. Good night.